what the government has said is, if there is capacity available in the dialysis unit, then the APL, above poverty line patients, can also be accommodated. But the government is very keen, both the central and state governments are very keen. The first priority will be given to BPL patients, because BPL patients suffer the most compared to APL patients, right? First priority is BPL, but let's say there is a slot available and there is an APL patient who is willing to pay 967 rupees, they can be accommodated as well. But for those who can afford, but no BPL patient can be rejected by Nephroplus. That's a contractual term which will ensure that BPL patients get the first priority. Government criteria is such that we cannot charge a patient a single rupee. Now pickup drop off, already we are doing dialysis at 967. We cannot fund it. So we are talking to the government as how pickup drop off is essential, and we'll figure out how we will provide the service but let the government pay for it. Because 967 లో పికప్ డ్రాప్ ఆఫ్ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేయడం వీలవ్వదు అనమాట. 108 ఈజ్ మోర్ ఎమర్జెన్సీ సపోర్ట్ కదండి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీ అదర్ డే. సో ద పీపుల్ హూ యాక్చువల్లీ నీడ్ ఎమర్జెన్సీ సపోర్ట్ విల్ సఫర్ ఇఫ్ ద డయాలిసిస్ పేషెంట్స్ ఆర్ ferried using the 108. I don't think 108 is the right channel for pickup drop off. It needs to be something else. That will come up in the next few months. We will just request the government to provide some pickup drop off transportation support. Public transportation free bus pass ivadamu alantidi will facilitate that, because what we have realized is we run many centers. Let's say an Arogyashri Empanel center in Mahbub Nagar, hospital in Tekkali Srikakulam, a hospital in Khammam government hospital. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఈజ్, ఒక ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ బ్యాక్ మేము ఏమనుకునే వాళ్ళం అంటే డయాలిసిస్ ఫ్రీగా ఉంటే పేషెంట్ తప్పకుండా అవైల్ చేస్తాడని. వాట్ వి రియలైజ్డ్ ఈజ్ బీపీఎల్ పేషెంట్స్ 50 రూపీస్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ బస్కి పే చేయడం కూడా మనందరికీ 50 రూపీస్ ఒక చిన్న అమౌంట్ అనిపించచ్చు, బట్ బీపీఎల్ పేషెంట్కి 50 రూపీస్ కూడా ఈజ్ అ బిగ్ అమౌంట్. సో గవర్నమెంట్ ఫ్యూచర్లో వెన్ దే ఆర్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ పీపీపీ, దే షుడ్ ఆల్సో ఇంక్లూడ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్, బికాస్ ఆ 50 రూపీస్ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర లేకపోతే దే విల్ మిస్ అవుట్ ఆన్ లైఫ్ సేవింగ్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ అండ్ దే విల్ డై, రైట్? సో దే నీడ్స్ టు బి మోర్ కాంప్రహెన్సివ్. ఫ్యూచర్లో ఇంజెక్షన్స్ కానివ్వండి, ల్యాబ్ టెస్ట్ కానివ్వండి, ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ కానివ్వండి, గవర్నమెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు లుక్ ఎట్ ఇట్ హోలిస్టికలీ. బట్ వీ కెనాట్ కంప్లైన్. ద ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఈజ్ ఫ్రీ డయాలిసిస్. ఇట్స్ అ స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్. దెన్ slowly and slowly more supports for the BPL patients will be better. But anything is better than zero. Because 1000 rupees or 1500 rupees if you are saying for the BPL, then it's a huge giant step from the government perspective. So we are very happy with this big move, but of course refinements can be done, inka improvement cheyochu danni, so that it can be optimized. 7 years is the term andi, plus another 5-year renewal if both the parties are willing to renew. And the project cost, we are investing about 15 crores for these 13 district hospitals. So roughly each center takes about crore and a half, depending on the size of the number of beds and all. Our Nephroplus currently, which has the funds, internal cash. Telangana government is going to launch a similar PPP, but Telangana government, we recommend the Telangana government to be realistic in terms of the criteria, tender criteria. We just yesterday there was a news article which talked about single use of dialyzer for all patients, right? So the pricing 967 rupees low, you can't expect a single use dialyzer. Each single use dialyzer 400 to 500 rupees untundi. In the normal course of work, it's reused for the same patient about 7 to 8 times. So that cost for 500 rupees, it becomes 70-80 rupees, let's say. But if Telangana government is saying every time there is a new dialyzer, 500 rupees add on aute, you can't expect dialysis to be again at 1000 rupees. So you need to understand that oka 500 rupee consumable single use ante the cost is going to increase, and the cost, they need to be realistic on what cost is sustainable for the single use of dialyzer project. Andhra Pradesh for infected patients, I said. So hepatitis C, hepatitis B, HIV, the Andhra Pradesh government has said infected patients, it's single use of dialyzer, which we agreed to, right? That's only 10 to 15% of the overall population, right? But if you want 100% of the population to be done single use, it doesn't work out. So the Telangana government needs to recognize that the single use of dialyzer, 500 rupee consumable, 450 rupee consumable, it comes at a huge additional cost, and they can't expect service providers to do it at 1000, 1100, 1150 rupees when you are asking for single use of dialyzer.